Okay, so the Lord keeps teaching me about love, specifically his love for us, his love reflected within a marriage. And it's been so often that I'm almost like, is it just me wanting to learn more about this or about marriage or about love? Because I've even questioned, like, is this overkill? It feels like every single day the Lord is teaching me something else about marriage or about love. And it's not overkill, obviously, because it's the Lord. But yesterday morning, I woke up with the song I Want to Know What Love Is by Foreigner stuck in my head. And typically before I have time with the Lord, I like to worship or just pray and just sit and listen. I felt to sing this as if it was a worship song to the Lord. So singing, I want to know what love is. I know you can show me. Just to the Lord. And I felt like that was what he wanted me to do. And I wrote it down. And then I wrote down in my journal, I said, Lord, in Daniel it says you are the revealer of mysteries. So reveal whatever mystery of love I still have yet to discover to me. So I go in the Word. I felt to read in Ephesians 5. And Ephesians 5, if you don't know, towards the end, I want to say it starts, I don't know, it's like the second half of the chapter. It talks about marriage. And it talks about what the Lord desires for it. And he's talking about how a man is to love his wife the way that Christ loves the church. Something else the Lord has been bringing up to me a lot is to recognize that we become one with Christ, that we are of the same body as Christ, that our body is not our own. And that keeps getting reiterated to me. And it says that a man takes care of and feeds his body the same way that Christ takes care of and feeds his body, which is the church. So it says that in verse 29, then in verse 30 it says, for we are his body. Then verse 31 says, in quotations, for this reason a man will leave his father and mother and join with his wife, and they will become one. Then the next sentence literally says, this is a profound mystery. I was like, I just asked God to reveal mysteries of love. So I was like, okay, let's run it back. Let me read this again. What is the profound mystery that the Lord is trying to reveal to me? And it's so interesting because I mentioned in the other video that last week the Lord brought me back to show me that he loves marriage. And he showed me Genesis chapter 2, this exact verse. For this reason, a man will leave his father and mother and join with his wife to become one flesh. So I reread it. And the verse after that says, this is a profound mystery. And he literally says, and of course, I'm talking about Christ and the church. And when I read it, I was reading it in the physical sense of, okay, a man leaves his father and mother, joins with his wife, becomes one flesh. He had me reread it, and this is what he showed me. So I'm going to say it again to you, but I'm going to add certain words into it, okay? This is what the Lord revealed to me. For this reason, a man, Jesus Christ, will leave his father and mother to be joined with his wife, his bride, to become one flesh, the way that we are one flesh with Christ. And that is why marriage is a perfect reflection of why a man, in our physical sense that we understand, leaves his father and mother to join with his wife. Marriage is not just for our enjoyment, but so that we have a deeper understanding of this profound mystery of what Christ did to be joined with his bride. And this is a way that we as humans can understand Christ's love for us. And this is a way that we can reflect it, and that a man can sacrifice his life, his desires for his wife, and a wife can do the same, that they submit ye one to another. So if you're having trouble understanding the way that the Lord loves you, I want to encourage you to read Ephesians 5 and understand that this is a marriage covenant between Christ and the church, that we are one flesh with Christ, that we take part in his sufferings and we rise with him again when we're saved. And I just wanted to encourage you guys and share that revelation that I had the other day, because I just thought it was too cool. So I hope you have a good day. Bye.